Hey there, you wonderful people. I just wanted to let you know that there is a discussion of sexual violence and rape in this episode. If it doesn't feel safe for you right now, that is totally fine. Please skip right through. If you do continue to watch or listen and find any of this discussion triggering, you can find links to 24/7 support services in our show notes. Hello, you gorgeous human you. Just before we get into today's episode, I wanted to take a quick second to thank the team at Shine On for supporting Let Her Finish.
Shine On is about celebrating that every woman is beautiful with fashion that helps you feel confident every day.
Embrace the brave and beautiful you. Shop your favourite fashion brands and discover new ones. shineon.co.nz.
Let her finish.
Kia ora te whānau, this is Let Her Finish. I am Brodie Kane, this is Gracie Hitchcock, and this is Tegan Yorwarth. And believe us when we say that if you let her finish, you are guaranteed everything in the world to go well for you.
Yes.
You can watch us on the Spotify, the YouTube, and the Rova app, or you can listen to us, as always, on all major podcast platforms. Ladies, how are you? Starting with you, Tegan.
I'm on leave this week, which is just me getting up late, doing the same things I'd normally do on a normal day other than coming to work.
Yep.
But no, it's been nice. What did we do over the weekend? I had a really cool weekend. I was down in Wellington for it was called the Wahine Wanawana. It's like an event that any woman can come to. It's like a koha event. We held it at Te Papa, and basically it's just a bunch of speakers talking about owning a business and financial literacy and things like that. So it's kind of like a cool women get together, share some ideas, maybe you get a few takeaways, maybe you get inspired to leave later. But no, it was awesome. I like that. I did it last year in Christchurch, and it was a little bit smaller. So this year it was bigger in Wellington. And I reckon, nothing against Christchurch, I actually really enjoyed the Christchurch one, but there's something about Wellington. Like, you walked into that room and that room was so much warmer. The energy was so much more like open, and everyone was just like down to yarn and connect, and like, yeah, very cool. So I did that with R&P Insurance. That's a Wahine owned insurance advisory.
We know those girls.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that was really cool. So it was kind of just like a bit of a mahi weekend, you know? And then I got back, and now I've got the week off. Although I'm doing a bunch of other shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How are you sleeping? Like, do you go to bed at night being like...
Bed, not same time.
Okay.
But getting to wake up, like I got up to maybe like 7. And I was like...
Dreamy.
Yeah.
Hey, and just while we've got you,
Yes.
when's your TV show start? In a couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're like kind of famous.
On the TV.
She's on the telly.
So I'm on this new show called Ready Gamer Mum. It's a brand new format. So basically the whole premise is gamers enter with their mum. So it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're an avid gamer, you enter with your mum. And week to week, each challenge is basically we get a brand new game, which I don't think I can reveal the games yet, but you get a brand new game, and then you have like 24 hours to kind of learn the game, and then your mum has to play the game against the other mums. So they do these sort of like...
It's like a video game, right?
Yeah, so
it's
video
not like
game.
Scrabble.
But it's like a mixture of like a mixture of
fun.
consoles. So some of it's PC, some of it's not PC, I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know how much I can reveal in that sense.
It's all good.
But yeah, mid-May, I believe it's out, and I only just found that out. We filmed it last year, so I'm really excited that it's like finally coming to fruition. But so many people have been like, that's such a fun concept.
It's really good.
And I can say, mums make the best telly.
Oh,
They are so wholesome.
Unfiltered.
I've just finished all the voicing, so doing all the voiceovers for all the episodes. So I've been able to see snippets of each ep, but other than that, I don't really know. And obviously, I didn't get to see them in like other rooms talking to camera, sharing their experience from their point of view. A lot of the time, I was only interacting in challenges and things. But the mums are so cool. There's some really like lovable characters, and I feel like you'll find your mum in one of the mums, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. Very, very cool.
Oh my God, I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I reckon even the boys, like, I reckon Frank would get around it.
It's all ages. Yeah.
But
much.
I mean, he'll probably see the games. It'd be like watching gameplay.
Exactly.
And
He'll
so he'd
love
be
that.
like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, he's
Team
not
time.
quite into there yet, but no, I can't wait.
Dels, you look very flash.
Do I? I just got a
You
little...
look like we're ready to... Are we going to to club after. That's what
always.
it's giving. It's giving.
Well, I'm in a
when you-
football jersey, I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm wearing black boots and a little
dress.
black mini dress.
I'll be
And you've got a podcast at 11, but the club at 1:30 p.m.
Always. It's just I just dress up to get out of the house sometimes. It's just
Fair enough.
you got to do
enough.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're good. Had a little staycation on the weekend. I can go into that a little bit later on. Well, it was good. It was good, but it was interesting. And yeah, no, happy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's bloody May.
Oh, what the helly?
What the helly?
Yeah.
And then it's June.
And then it's July, and then it's Christmas.
And
Yeah.
Odie's birthday was on Friday, which is real cute. So I've got a 2 and a 3-year-old officially.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
How are you?
Oh, look, last week I was like, hey, woohoo. That was my brain
Yeah.
every day. This week, it's sort of, because the is me stopping it and going, oh, calm down, bitch.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I'm trying to be calm. Because I'm no use to anyone if I'm running around like a blue-ass fly. We know this. When I get flappy, I'm a bit chaotic. And I've got a huge run into don't get me wrong, I'm going away on this most epic, adventurous trip. But to ensure that my bills and my mortgage and all of the things get paid, I am working. I'm a little mahi dog at the moment just to make sure that I can go and do that.
Yeah.
And so so I'm just trying to sometimes try and control the old central nervous system, just slow the fucker down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the space,
Watch the
TBC.
space. Yeah.
all in it, but all good. All good. Like happy.
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 Good. You look happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we just obviously want to touch on we're just jumping back into the rant room quickly to acknowledge all the wonderful messages and support around our discussion last week of the CNN investigation into what they were calling an online rape academy, and we all sort of pretty much emptied our hearts with how we felt about how disturbing that is. I was sort of thinking over the week, reading all our wonderful listeners' comments and thoughts and that. And then I thought, okay, because we were so different as well in how we expressed how we were feeling, which I think is actually really awesome as well. What I've thought about since then is ways that, because you go, okay, how can we then get through to men so that they're with us, so that they support us? And I feel like my approach, i.e. yelling, probably doesn't get them, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think we have to simplify things. I don't know if that's patronising. Maybe it is. Doesn't matter. So if anyone's listening or watching again this time round, and it's you're going, how do we get our men to listen? How do we get them to support or understand it? If you're a guy, you will absolutely, without question. Now I don't have a stat to back this, but I back it. You will know a woman in your life that has been treated inappropriately. Period.
Yeah.
Like your mum, your sister, a cousin, a daughter, a mate, someone from high school, someone from uni. You will know someone that you have cared about in your lifetime that has been affected in some way by something happening inappropriate to them at the hands of a man. So what we talked about obviously last week is really extreme and to the most sort of upper end of, well, the most vile and unfathomable. But if we try and make men relate to the everyday struggle, that's a good way to, those kind of things. Like, hey, go and ask every woman you know if she's ever been spoken to or touched inappropriately or something.
Yeah.
And you will find that so
I'd
many
say all
have.
of them.
Well,
Yeah.
have we all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go, clean
Yeah.
sweep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's sort of what I was thinking about is that, okay, this thing is extreme, and yeah, not all men were involved in it.
Yeah.
But you will find that all women in your lives,
Lives.
All
there
of
we
the
go.
lives.
There we all of the lives will have been affected in some way by that sort of the more everyday shit.
Yeah. I had some cool, really nice discussions with people who, and this is both women and men, but like women that hadn't even seen the article, the investigation, and so we're so thankful that we were able to speak about it in a way that it came across their feeds because it hadn't. A really good friend, Janelle, she was at the Wahine Wana in the weekend, and she's got kids, and she's got a teenage boy and a teenage girl. And what that opened up was a really cool discussion where they had a little wānanga about consent. And like, so she gave her kids different scenarios and like what you would do in each scenario, and they got to discuss between, because there were different answers. The son and the daughter would have different answers, but they were able to discuss like why maybe you do it this way, or why this one's okay, or maybe why this one's not okay. But she said it was a cool opportunity for her to see where her kids were at and what they thought about consent and things like that, but also a really teachable moment where maybe a son can think about his sister in situations or vice versa, and give it a more, and like not that she said her son was dismissive in any way, but I think in any situation, if you're a parent talking to your kids, especially teenagers who, you know, they have a brain, they know what they're doing, they're consuming enough media now to make their own decisions, but they getting it early enough so that if there was something that came up that you went, oh, I wouldn't have done that, son. This is maybe what to do instead. I think that's so cool. But to know that we were able to facilitate a discussion at a home, I think that was really, really special. Yeah.
And they can pull up their mates, or if they see something in their own circles outside of their home, they can feel confident and, you know, can talk about it and bring it up. In saying that, we had so many beautiful messages, me personally as well, just from other mums, but also from friends and stuff, just being like, thank you so much for talking about this. It's very, very, very important. And then, so I'll keep this one anonymous. It was a DM we got. As someone who's personally experienced exactly what your last video spoke about, I just wanted to say thank you. When I was 20, I was drugged and raped while unconscious by my ex. It's something I carried a lot of shame around for a long time, especially because it's not often talked about. He was abusive throughout the entirety of a relationship, and at the time, I didn't fully understand the severity of it, especially when people around us knew parts of what was happening. After I left and had his child, I went to the police and later discovered he had kept hours of video evidence. That experience has shaped me in ways I'm still unpacking, and it completely changed how I see the world. So truly, I thank you for speaking about this, for bringing light to something so many people stay silent about. I was someone no one would have suspected, and there were so many others like me. What you're doing gives a voice to women who don't always feel like they have one.
Wow. Oh, well, that's a
Thank
terrible
you for
thing that happened. But wow.
Terrible, but thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because I think it just doubles down on why it's so important to.
And that was one of many messages we had.
Yeah.
So it is something that is happening, and we are aware of it, and you just need to keep talking. And it's not, don't try. I mean, it is scary. That is why a lot of people do say silent, but.
I guess as well, because it is very, very heavy, and it's very, you know, again, hearing that, you know, your sort of heart sinks again. I guess, you know, the other really the really other important piece in there is making sure women don't feel alone in some sort of sense of community, because it can be with you know, traumatic things that happen in people's lives. It can be very isolating. So, you know, it's a heavy discussion, but one that we have to keep having because it's still happening. So, you know.
Exactly. And then we've just got another little voice message from one of our lovely listeners as well. I'll just go back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning.
How does that start?
Kia ora, team. Thank you so much for your most recent episode. It's really got me thinking about this shared female experience, this shared collective experience that we can all relate to, and it's almost like trauma bonding, right? Because either ourselves or someone we know has gone through something like a sexual assault, an indecent assault, right? So because of that, we all relate to it on another level. We feel that pain, right? Unlike, say, a male who will never kind of understand what it feels like to go through that, the grief, the mental impact, how it impacts every aspect of your life, right? And so it's got me thinking too about Helen Clark, right? Against things because she's a female that no man will ever go through, right? The colour of her suits and how her face looked and her hair and everything like that was commented on. Whereas John Key never had that happen. It was just, ironically, in a masculine sense, commenting on his terrible handshake. He did that one time, right? So, yeah, it's really got me thinking, and it's kind of stating the obvious, right? We're all connected together because so many of us, unfortunately, have got that trauma t-shirt that we never frickin' wanted, right? But isn't it sad? Isn't it so sad that, you know, when stories like this come up, we cry, we feel this emotion, this either anger, this pain, right? And we kind of say, oh, we don't really know why, but we do, right? And it's because we know. It's because we don't want to see our sisters go through that same shit, right? But unfortunately, that is the way the world is. And that's why when Brodie wants to ride at dawn, the majority of us will be behind her.
Oh, that's so nice.
Beautiful. You had her on, did you have a sped up?
I
You had
did.
her on 1.5.
I did on
It was a
1.5.
little bit on 1.5.
Do you know that? Do you have most people on 1.5? It's 5.
You, when you do your podcast, 2. On 2, yeah. Sometimes you'll get a voice memo from Brodie Kane that's like 2.5 minutes long. I'm like, sweet, the podcast is on. Lock in.
Yeah.
So I'm used to hearing you at that
that's
speed
so
now.
fair, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And I can, my brain just works a bit better when things go a bit faster sometimes.
Yeah.
I do like now, though, if you get sent a voice memo, it doesn't matter what app it's in. If you go to another app, you close that app, it stays playing.
Oh, yeah, because
So you don't have to sit in the app to listen for 3 minutes. You can carry on
That's
doing what
smart.
you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, see, back in the day, I was really strict on the early days of a voice memo. I was strict on, like, because I was always like, if you can't fit it into 30 seconds, it's a phone call. That was me. 30 seconds was the average time of a radio live voice report back in the day.
Yeah.
So if I could fit in like a whole fucking day's events of court reporting in a 30-second voice, which still included from the Radio Live News Centre, I'm Brodie Kane.
Whoa.
I should be able to do that.
You
but,
should.
but now they've just got longer and longer. And
Yeah.
you're right, if it's over 90 seconds, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a beautiful note.
It was.
And she summed that up absolutely beautifully.
It's like, not to make it sound too light, but it's the sisterhood of the travelling pants
Yep.
a little bit, eh? Like we've all worn them at some point. And sometimes they've been too big, sometimes they've been too small, but like we've all got an experience like somewhere across that ginormous spectrum of feeling uncomfortable and feeling unsafe. Yeah.
Now, Gracie Hitchcock, you still are the official fashion correspondent.
The guru.
You are a close second.
What?
I would say Gracie is the fashion correspondent,
No.
but I'm following in her footsteps.
No,
I think.
no.
I think you're the Steez correspondent.
Drip, drip.
Drip, drip, Steez.
I am wearing a LSU Odell Beckham Jr. Nike football jersey today.
Love it.
Everyone knows that one. It's quite a good jersey to have.
Yeah.
So I've been told.
That's
So I've been
cool.
told. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
you guys are both.
No, you are the fashion correspondent, and you should wear it with pride. I
Thank
want to
you.
know. I do believe that we are Met Gala first Monday in May.
Currently happening right
Currently
now.
happening right
Currently
now.
happening. The theme is costume art / fashion is art. So designed to encourage avant-garde sculptural interpretations of the dressed body.
That's what I was expecting to see, avant-garde.
It's
I have
pretty
just,
vague theme, though, isn't it?
It's quite good,
I think there's
though.
a lot you can do with the theme.
Okay.
It's so.
How would you unpack it, Teagues?
For me, I'm expecting to see like what you would see on. Like I'd love to see things that you would see in a painting.
Yeah.
Like somehow done on a dress or a suit. I've just seen Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
Divine. Look at that, Brodie Kane.
Oh, for the people
we
at
can't
home,
look.
it's multicolored. It's a multicolored beauty thing.
The Met Gala is the best time of the year
For fashion.
for fashion.
Oh,
Look,
It's the one time I feel like I'm allowed to judge.
oh, do you mean
I've got
like
no
you
credentials.
judging whether something's good or bad or not?
Alyssa Leo, she's the ice skater.
She
looks
I'm a big
great.
fan of her.
This
I'm a
is
big fan
this
of
is
her.
terrible for our
Sorry,
audio
it's red.
listeners.
It's red.
But let's just do you.
What
What are you
happened?
doing? You've just
Skepta.
had a look at. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Skepta looks
Terrible-
absolutely divine.
Terrible execution of a segment.
Yeah, we
but
can only
let's
think
carry
this one
on.
through.
Hey, this
it's
is-
hard when it's happening live.
It's live, and we're just trying to unpack it as we
Okay.
go. But it'll all be up there by the time this comes
Yeah.
out.
No, but
And-
what I want to ask you
Yes.
is, so you like it? You think it's got a place? You think it's relevant? You think it's important?
I think it is a little bit Hunger Gamesy.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like in the capital, they have these beautiful lavish parties while the rest of the world is sort of in despair.
Yeah.
It is a little. I can see that about it. But I also like looking at pretty things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that is a very privileged position to sit from.
Yeah.
And I enjoy hearing about the theme. But when you hear like the whole how a brand will buy a table at the Met Gala for God knows how much, like six figures, and then they choose what celebrities will be dressed by them to sit at said table.
yeah.
So I'm sure it's like $30,000-$40,000 a seat.
Yes, I thought it might have been even more.
Yeah, but I don't know how big the tables are.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It is a little bit dystopian at times, especially at the moment.
Yeah. Currently, yeah.
But I'm just gonna.
You're gonna enjoy.
I pull the wool over my eyes.
Yeah, I'm still gonna look at it.
Yeah. Do you know? Okay, I mean, we know that I am the chief arts correspondent. I'm all things art, as we know. No, look, I enjoy viewing a frock and a that and a that too myself. I do. I guess, what I'm about to say is directed at the celebrities, not the art and not costumes and the importance and history of that realm. Okay, so I need to be really clear about that. And obviously, all the money, I believe, goes to the Met, the Costume Institute, or something cool. But it's just so unserious. The celebrity element, that's the bit to me where I go, look at these people who can't piss all night because they've been sewn into they're just so unserious. I don't know if remember I used to quite a few years ago I actually did some quite good piss takes.
It's probably during lockdown.
It was during lockdown. I've got some absolute pearlers.
Yeah.
So it's just for me, I go, and I like how you said that. Like, I like to see the pretty things, and even though it is dystopian.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the celebrity. It's just this. It couldn't be more textbook. Like, you guys are up in the fucking clouds, eh? And Jeff Bezos and his wife bought it or own it or sponsor it or fucking something.
They're heading it. Heading it? I don't even know what I'm talking about.
It's just we
got Beyonce, Nicole Kidman. They're the co-chairs this year.
Yeah. If you want to enjoy the frocks and that, enjoy the frocks. You've got to have some sort of distractions, but they are just a bunch of fucking,
fancy fucks.
Just fancy fucks.
Yeah.
They are a bunch of fancy fucks,
Yeah.
So I used to be way more obsessed. Now it just,
I think when you have people for the likes of, like, when I think of Met Gala, I think of Zendaya and I think of Rihanna, the ones who have constantly done these like jaw-dropping looks. And when you hear the story, like the whole whakaaro behind the look, you're like, oh my God, like the archives that they've searched for this particular dress that they think will fit this because of this time period and this and this and this. That is exciting. But like when they've just chucked on a boring ass dress and they're walking down that Met Gala, I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here?
They almost need to have like a statement, like a
It's a
political statement or something.
Yeah, it's a vessel for
cultural change.
Yeah,
I
think so.
So I think that can be seen in hopefully some of these looks. Today.
Well, we'll have a ruminate later, won't we?
We will. In our little group chat.
Now,
like, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
Now, last week,
yes,
I went to a preview of The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
But I don't care if there's spoilers.
I remember the first one.
I don't know how you can spoil something that doesn't really have a
storyline.
Basically, I can almost...
No crazy plot twist.
No crazy plot twist. Basically, it is movie 1, version 2.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Now, as it's been out, because it had a huge opening weekend, like massive amounts of money, right, for its opening weekend. And now the reviews and the takes on it are starting to trickle through. And there's actually, from what I've observed, there's way more sort of like, well, that was average reviews than, oh my God, yay.
Yeah.
And so when Mum and I came out of it, I said, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Which was sort of just a cheesy... 2.0, like a
bunch of classic
like a warm,
movie tropes,
Sat there, I didn't, I just sort of watched it and like I chuckled. It didn't set my world on fire. It didn't have those. I think they probably did. They try and soften Meryl. I'm like, don't do that. Like,
no.
Why was that? There was a couple of real redundant sort of side plots and stuff. So it is. Do you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
People that I think, yes, a lot of the bad reviews are like people that were expecting more. Maybe they were expecting more because of the actors and whatnot, and that because the other one was like 20 years old.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about.
It's just a cheesy Hollywood film.
Yeah,
like it. That's what it is.
Chick flick.
You're not. It's not here to create change or move mountains or,
No.
you know, to be honest, if I was going to be super critical, it's probably lazy.
Ooh.
Okay.
As I say, it's just version 2.0.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy it? Yeah.
I've not heard anyone say they loved it, but I've not heard anyone say they disliked it.
Right, safe.
Which I
It's
think
safe.
is cool. They're just
Yeah.
like, it was all good.
As the kids would say, 6, 7.
Oh,
Six,
Would
seven.
they?
Or they say
would.
mid.
they would say
Mid.
Would they?
Yeah.
6,
Okay.
7.
Nah.
Apparently, random. This is actually just a random one.
I can't believe we're doing this right now.
Some
It
friends
reminds
of
me
ours
of like
did-
boobies or balls.
Yeah. 6, 7. Some friends of ours did the Sydney Hoka marathon in the weekend.
Yes.
The half.
Yes.
And apparently on K, I think it said K6, it was like 6.7 Ks to go, and in all the marathon photos, everyone's going. Doing the hand thing. In case you're listening on Spotify, you know what I'm doing. The hand thing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All right, speaking of watching things,
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been on my, you know me, I've always watched anything on Netflix if it's out.
Yeah.
There is a new 3-part documentary series called Should I Marry a Murderer? That is quite compelling. That was my sort of on the airplane ride watch this
Yeah.
weekend. Now, the premise of it is it's a fiance that becomes a key witness after staying engaged to a man accused of murder to gather evidence against him. So it's from the UK. A woman, I don't think this is a spoiler. I feel like this is pretty well set up in the first episode, but do watch it because I won't talk about the rest. A woman has been in a long-term relationship for like 8-9 years. They split up. Kind of, you know, her whole world is like, wow, this is a lot. And so kind of thought she was going to marry this guy and she didn't. She's a pathologist, so she got her med degree, but she actually performs post-mortem. Is that what you say?
Yes.
On people.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's her mahi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She ends up, after, you know, healing, so as she's healing from this breakup, ends up jumping on Tinder, matching with a guy. He is a hunter out in the Scottish like Highlands, and they start dating. And like she's driving. There's so many moments in this doco where you're like,
Oh, it's a doco.
it's a doco. This is real.
I'm up
This is
to
real.
nearly the last episode. It's
Oh, okay.
freaking good.
So she is dating this guy. She's driving like an hour and a half to go see him, and already you're going, sis, what are you up to? But they end up falling in love
Yeah.
really quickly. And it's like, but when you kind of when you're watching it from like obviously hindsight and another perspective, you don't know what is about to unfold,
No.
but you're sitting there going, oh, red flag, oh, love bombing, oh. And so they date for a few months, they get engaged, and like that's that kind of thing. All her friends around her family are all a bit like, oh, not really sure about it. But he seems to treat her really well, and she
She
feels
has
seen.
fun. It's
feels-
a
yeah.
beautiful environment. Like they're on this massive, beautiful farm.
Yeah, like
And they-
think of just like an estate that just
Yeah.
goes for miles
And they go
miles.
motorbiking to like look at all these fjordlands or like
Yeah.
lakes and hills, and they're having wine at sunset.
Yeah.
But can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a doco, but is it an acted doco? Is it a doco
It has,
drama? Or is it the real people?
It's
the
the
real
real
people.
victim, yeah,
and
the eyewitness. Yeah.
Pictures of what they were doing at the time, but
Yeah.
obviously they go back and film
Oh,
parts of
yeah,
the
yeah,
farm
yeah,
or the
yeah.
estate.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she's such a millennial. She's documented so much of this time period on her Snapchat.
on Snapchat.
So there's like all her Snapchat stories coinciding with the
Yeah.
story as she's telling it. But they get engaged a couple of months in, like very quickly, mixed reviews from her friends. And she kind of says to him, you know, we need to know all the good and the bad about each other before we, you know, get married. And he reveals to her that he has, in a hit and run, killed someone and buried them on the estate. So that is the...
How's that not a spoiler? Is it?
Well, no, it's called
Is it the
Should I
first
Marry a
episode?
Murderer?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So
With
you
his
kind
twin
of know
brother.
that's-
Title, clues in the title.
You know that's where it's going.
With his twin brother.
Yeah, with his twin brother. So the rest of the other two parts is her after like knowing that information, what she does with that information then, and then
Unpacking
what,
it.
yeah, and what unfolds. So I won't go further into that part, but I don't think that's a spoiler. That's literally the title of the show.
Yeah.
No, truly.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's the premise. But it really happened to her.
Yeah.
But you sit there, and it's one of the most frustrating things to watch because there's so many decisions she made, which she admits were poor ones.
Yeah.
At the time.
And dangerous.
But she was really isolated.
Yeah.
And didn't really receive the appropriate support from, say, the police and stuff. Like there's a point and like I say, I don't think this is a spoiler either. There's a point in the doco where she's like, I just feel really alone, like to the police. And they're like, have they set you up with this service? And she said no. And they're like, you're meant to get that support straight away. It was like counselling and things like that. Never received any of the support. So it's quite interesting, but watching the effect that this has on her and kind of where it unfolds. But then even being a pathologist, was there a reason why he matched with her?
Because he also was really good at, his job was to take hunting tours, so gutting and filleting large animals, so killing things.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it since a very, very young age. And he was very good at, and she did similar things, trying to figure out autopsies and all sorts.
So really, really interesting.
Okay.
But I would watch it. But you'll be frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't think you expect where it ends up. And but I think that was a real good. If I was given a ranking out of 10, that was a good 8 out of 10. That doco.
Okay.
Did Bailey watch it?
Nah, it was just me because I was away.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just so locked in, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And you kind of sit there going, well, I would do this, but you actually don't know.
No.
Actually, don't
and
know
she's
what
so
you do.
vulnerable for talking about it as well, because there's so many girls out there dating. And it's does anybody have an ulterior motive as to why? Because she had her occupation on her.
Yeah, on her Tinder.
Yeah. I don't know.
But a really, really good 3-part doco series.
Homework.
Yeah.
My homework.
But imagine if the guy you're with, you found a secret like that. What do you do?
I asked
You
Ali.
know what you do.
I asked Ali, and he's like, I'd keep the secret. Which, no, I don't think he would.
Yeah.
But
logically, what would you do?
Well, he loves me that much. If I'd killed someone.
What if you had killed someone?
Yeah, that's what I said. And he's like, I'd keep a secret. No, I don't think.
I don't think I could keep the
No,
secret.
I don't think he would.
I don't think.
They would eat you up
This
alive.
is all. Sorry, guys. This is
all
all hypothetical.
hypothetical.
If I hit someone with a car, I'm turning myself in.
No,
I'm not getting to the point where I'm burying them in the estate.
No, but he was also guilty for probably other things, and he might have been drinking, etc. All of that stuff. He's covering up a few things, I'm sure.
Yeah. But that's the thing. But if you found, you sit there and you go, if you found out your partner did that.
Yeah, but get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you say that.
Well, she does
you
the
say
right-
that.
No, I say that.
But then you do kind of empathize with her in the sense that you've just turned, your whole world is this person, and then all of a sudden.
She could have just shut him
Well, you
out
shouldn't
and
have
then
asked.
married him, but then you're living with a murderer.
Imagine if she had never asked the question.
Exactly.
Would she have ever known? That's the crazy part too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones that sits with you because you actually. I have my answer. My answer would be I would turn them in straight away. I would do this. I would do that. But then I'm like, but here's my whole world.
Yeah.
Is that would I think with my brain or would I think with my
your heart?
You actually don't know.
Don't know.
You're getting shivers.
No,
But but to be fair, fun. I'm so straight and narrow. I'd be a snitch till I die.
Yeah, exactly.
snitched.
That's so bad, eh? That's so bad.
No.
Tegan's
Yeah.
headstone. Tegan Yorwarth, snitch till I die.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to put that on. What did you say? How do I marry a? No, what?
Should I marry
Should
a
I
murderer?
marry a murderer? Okay. Good from me. Good from you.
Domestic fieldwork this week. What
Yeah,
have we
there's a bit
got?
that we've been out there, guys.
Okay.
We've been out there.
I'll crack in, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I found a little something, and it was called Bad Day Protocol. Bad Day Protocol. And essentially, it is just some things you could do when you are having a heavy day. Actually, I'm going to pull it up on my phone because it's just being a bit slow on the old
Are you not on the well whiffy?
lappy chappy.
Lappy chappy.
Sometimes technology lets you down, guys.
I know.
Most of the time, actually.
Actually, technology, as much as it's been a real huge part of society, it may be the thing that unravels us.
Yes.
Have I given you enough time? Do you still need
That
to
was
be-
great
Oh,
padding. Great padding. Okay, 5 simple bad day protocol that, and this woman says, this is what my boyfriend's mum taught me.
Okay.
Okay, and she was a therapist for over 25 years. So number 1, if you're having a bad day, get in the shower and just stand there. Don't wash your hair. Don't be productive. Just let the hot water run down your back while your brain catches up to your body. She said the warmth does something to your nervous system that no amount of think positive ever will.
Yeah.
That is quite a nice safe place, eh?
Yeah.
In the
Love
shower.
that. Shower cry.
Number 2, I quite like this one. Lay on the floor for 5 minutes. When your head feels messy, lay your back against the hard floor for 5 minutes. It's a body reset and it makes you feel grounded and safe. It's a weird way to tell your brain that the floor has you so you can stop holding everything up.
I rate that.
I do.
like that.
I already do both of these every day.
You're just on the ground going, oh.
Feeling like monster trucks at my head. Like, oh, yeah.
Okay, and then number 3, dump everything in your head somewhere safe. All those racing thoughts, worst case scenarios, random worries, get them out of your brain and onto paper, or use an app or something to write them down. Sometimes like your notes app.
Has this lady been following me around?
Why? Oh, is this what you need to do?
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of do it, but these are all the things. These
Also,
are
just in the
definitely
worst case scenario thing, if you can think of the worst case scenario, you can also think of the best case scenario. So,
was that your one?
boom, yeah.
I like
I
that.
thought I had 5. I've actually got 4. Anyways, number
that was
4,
a good one.
Go for a 10-minute barefoot walk.
Oh, yeah.
So it says outside, no shoes, grass, concrete, whatever. Just go around your backyard, dolls.
Take the bins out.
Back and forth. Feel everything and slow down. It sounds fake, but your body calms down almost instantly. Like less stress is physically draining out of you. It reminds your nervous system that you're safe and connected to the ground. Yep. Sometimes I do a little pacing on my deck outside, just because the sun is always there and such a nice spot. If you just need a little bit of 20 minutes on the old eyelids, is good for mood stabilization. So just like feel it.
I like that.
Feel the vitamin D.
Well, ultimately, all of it is as well is to try and reset your brain.
Yeah.
And we do not slow our brains down enough anymore because of these bloody phones.
It's just constant.
We're too locked in. We're too online. We think that we have to. So someone texts, we think we have to text back straight away, email straight away, group thread straight away. Everything has become so immediate.
Yeah.
If you think about back in the day, when you could talk to people on the landline, or like leave an answer machine message. That was it. That was it. And so I go, this like I can't remember if I speak about it a little bit when I interview people on Kiwi Yarns. I had listened to wonderful Claire Turnbull, who is an amazing woman. She did this keynote speech last year that I was at, and it just was the perfect time to hear it. But it was, she was talking about how so much of society now is always almost on the brink of burnout. And a lot of it has to do with how much more online we are and beholden to communicating in a manner with these things. So she's like, imagine a world like if you told us 20 years ago that you couldn't stand waiting for a lift without looking down and opening your phone, we would have all laughed, right? Because we've been like, that's crazy. But we do not anywhere near enough stop and not have that with us.
Yeah.
You know, I was at and so I try and every now and then, I don't have it all perfect either because I'd love to ideally have my phone out of my room at night time.
Yeah.
I'd love to get it out and have it not in there. I haven't got there that far. But the challenge of actually like, okay, so we're sitting down having dinner, phone's nowhere to be seen. And then the one I did the other day, which I try to do if I'm like at a doctor's reception or waiting somewhere, is to actually sit and just be. That's another one. Just be. Like the temptation to open that fucking thing, and what does it give you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just sit, I sat at the doctor's reception the other day. Oh, just a bit of music playing.
Do you read a mag?
No, there was.
This might have been an old woman's day or something.
No,
there.
Hi, Mag. Bring back the mags.
No, you don't even want to do that. You just got to be.
But did anybody try and talk to you?
Nah.
Because sometimes I just look at it so people don't talk to me. No, that sounds mean, but like you just don't want.
I know what you mean, but it's like there is an anxiousness drawn, like attached to a phone in the sense of like it's a safety net at times, and like I remember hearing. I'm sure this is back in the heyday when I worked at the bloody transport agency when I was like in uni.
Yeah.
And it was there. I'm sure it was back then that I heard it, and they did research on why people check their phones while they're driving, and particularly in traffic, it's to do with like an anxious. It's like an anxiousness, like you're worried you're not going to be able to see something in time for when you get home because you're in traffic, or you're like stuck in traffic and antsy, so you're like trying to pass the time with checking your phone, which obviously isn't a good thing when you're driving, because all eyes on the road, guys. Come on now, 10 to 2, hands on the steering wheel. Yeah. I rate that though. Like I think I'd like to make a more conscious effort to do that. I think what I've been trying to do, especially that's probably why I've been watching so many bloody shows lately, because if I'm watching something else, the phone's away. Yeah, the phone's away.
It's so nice to do it though, and it really doesn't like. As I say, we just feel like we have to respond to people straight away, or it just doesn't have to be that way.
No. Well, my kids, if I leave my phone purposefully, like charging next to my bed or something, like away from what we're doing out in the lounge or in the garden, they'll notice that, take it off the charger and bring it back to me.
Oh,
which is
kind of sweet, but it's
sweet,
also
but it's
like,
also like that. Hey, Mummy doesn't need it that much, but thank you. But it's like almost like a pacifier, a dummy.
But Mummy, you're on it all the time.
I know. Well, it's always in my back pocket, and I'm taking exactly.
Mommy, here's your phone, Mommy.
Mummy, mother darling.
Mommy.
So do call me mother darling. No, they don't.
Frank starts talking like that, so you know.
Yeah,
you know.
But it is. It's kind of gross. Like that they've picked up on that. That I just need it all the time.
Yeah.
And that it should be in my back pocket.
Yeah.
But then it's also like I use it a lot, and I use it for. I don't let them use it though. Like,
but
I'm not
like,
phone.
don't beat yourself up about it. Like,
Nah, and it's just changing. It's so much different than when we were little babies as well.
And do you know what though? It was when I dropped my phone in a McFlurry that I went, you know what? Get off your phone.
Yeah.
Same with me recently. I'm just like on the phone and I just dropped it. And like there was we got ordered McFlurries and I had a McFlurry all over my phone. And
that is a sign, eh?
Did you lick it off?
Put your phone down.
But people like I often say to people as well, like you see people fucking walking up or downstairs, and it's like
no, that's not for me. I can't do that.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I'm like a two-hander up the rail. Like I'm so scared.
Or when you're in bed as well, and it smacks in your face.
Yeah,
you let go of it.
It's only a side sleeper.
That's a sign.
My arm's not strong enough.
Yeah. Or I always put like that's why my phone has a little hook on it, so I can't drop it.
You can wear it around your neck. No, I know. Well, far out.
Yeah. So a little recap is go in the shower.
Yep.
And like don't even try wash anything. Just let the hot water run down. Lay on the floor for 5 minutes. Barefoot outside.
Yep.
That's all I can remember for now. Go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your phone down.
Put your phone down.
Put your phone down. That could be an additional. Now, let's play a game. Okay?
Okay.
What is one thing that brings you into a deep pit of irrational rage? I'll go first to give you an idea. I've been travelling a lot lately for mahi. I can say I travel a lot for mahi. And the funny thing is, I actually deserve a private jet. That's another story for another day because I know that that's not socially acceptable.
Carbon footwork, come on.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's not acceptable.
All right, you fancy fuck.
Yeah, you fancy fuck. Now, I love adventures. I do hate airports. I just people, and it is people. So my irrational rage, I'm not even there. I can visualize it. People who walk slow at the airport. Now, I'm against dawdling in all manner, but at the airport, you actually have somewhere to be.
Yeah, so pick up the pace.
It is a place with deadlines. People are just floating with their stupid carry-on suitcases and getting in my way. And it just turns me into a fucking animal.
No, you know what's worse? And this happens at the airport. Walk. You're pacing behind someone. Walk. They just stop.
Yes,
Because they're on their phone.
Yeah. But like I'm like, if I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sure my parents drummed this into us. But if you're in a walkway and you're stopping, you pull to the side and stop.
Yeah.
Like you would park a car.
Yeah.
You park your body.
Stop the car in the middle of the road
you don't
and
just,
go.
stop.
Oh.
I particularly have noticed things like that when I've been in. So like in Japan. Japan girly, been there a couple of times now. But Japan is so efficient.
Fancy fuck.
There's so many things we can learn about Japan. It's the only country that it's been able to successfully westernize itself without being colonized.
Yeah.
Which is a fun fact about Japan. But all of their systems are so efficient. You're going up an escalator, you pull to one side. If anyone wants to go faster, they go on the other side. Like everyone walks
Just
the
manners.
right way. And you always you can catch a foreigner, eh? Because either they're walking on the wrong side of the footpath or they stop. And it's literally like the Japanese people just start winding around people. It's like, it's actually mental to watch. But I just wish people, like, what are the Japanese doing that we don't understand?
Yeah.
I think we just dawdle.
Dawdle.
I just, but it, like
No
as I
pay,
say,
say no
like
to be.
it winds me up of any given day. But a dawdle at the airport, I'm like, actually, guys, this is not the place for it.
No, and I hate someone who doesn't indicate. That again, like cars.
Oh, is this your wait?
This is my one. This is irrational
What is
fear.
your irrational
Driving.
rage?
Someone just turns. No indication at all. And you're like, Horn.
You give the horn?
I sometimes do.
Give the horn.
If somebody's not merging or they come over and they don't see me and I horn them. Like,
as you should.
Or last minute indication. Like, no, you need. That's the rules. The police know. You have to. Isn't it like 5 or 6 seconds?
Yes, it's at least 3.
Indication.
Yeah.
But it's
whack
like,
it on and then wait.
Get back in your lane.
Or how about when you indicate and you're trying to go over and the person speeds up? Also, I just can't. I'm not allowed in that lane anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
or the people that drive in the fast lane and they're just
sitting in the fast lane.
Sitting in the fast lane.
Yeah.
I
So
don't do
your
that.
indicators.
I
You're the
hate-
lack of indication.
Yeah, that really grinds my gears.
the first thing that popped into my brain was if you wear ankle socks with slides, get in the fucking bin. Here's the thing. For me, a slide is either a like toes only. It's like a barefoot thing.
Yeah.
Put a slide on. Or it's a mid-calf sock.
Yeah.
And a slide.
A mid-calf sock and a
Which is-
slide.
Like a basketball sock.
Yeah, like something like that. Like a
Okay.
a sock
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
okay.
A high sock.
Do not wear an ankle sock with a slide. Are you trying to wear a shoe? Just wear a shoe. Like if you want that level of... I just don't understand it because I just feel like half the time the ankle sock is always like, I don't know, just coming slightly off the heel. It looks so untidy. I think an ankle sock and a slide, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's an ick.
It's an ick.
Yeah.
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 Well, okay, so what are the other rules around socks in general?
Well, look, that's a good question.
What are your sock rules?
No, well, I don't. No, there's too many.
I've got a sock roll.
Okay. Because last year we got the heat. The millennials got the heat from the. I'm not taking any heat from Gen Zers anymore for the rest of my life. By the way, I'll come to that actually in my minutes. That was a thing. I can't wear your ankle socks. Lame with your fucking sneakers. Tell me what you think the rules are.
Okay, so-
because there's too many sock options now.
I wear ankle socks, but I would more likely wear a mid-calf sock.
Yeah.
But I do wear ankle socks. I think there is a time and place for no-show socks. Bear with me.
Oh, so what?
But
Yep.
if you are wearing a no-show sock with a shoe, when you take off the shoe, the sock needs to come with it. Okay? An ankle sock can stay on. If you're coming home and you are taking your shoes off for the day, if you're wearing ankle socks, those are allowed to stay on inside.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're wearing the
A
no-show,
socket.
the socket needs to come off
The
with the
little
shoe.
condom
Because the
thing.
amount of times when I think Bailey's actually stopped my partner. I think he stopped wearing no-shows around me because of this. Because he'd be wearing the no-shows and he'd be sitting on the couch and the heel part has rolled off.
Yeah.
So it's just sitting upon his toes,
Yeah.
both socks. I go, what's the point? Just take them off and put your
being-
zippers on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the no-show has to come off with the shoe, but every other sock can remain. Wow. That's the rules for me.
Do you have sock rules? Because
I
you're fashion too.
well,
Fashion.
Ali does the little sockets.
Yeah.
But I make him take them off because they're a bit icky.
Yeah.
To just they're cute. I mean, maybe they're not icky. They're like little ballet flats for boys.
Yeah. Like I've got them too, but I never wear them just the sock.
No.
But yeah.
I've got some additional questions.
Okay, wait,
about
can I
sock
go back
rules,
to my
though.
ones?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
No,
sorry.
sorry,
Let's go back to
question.
your more rules.
Well, no, just more of a question. I'm putting it to the table. When you've got like white sneakers, you
Yep.
can't really wear black socks. Or do you have to wear white socks? Or if like you've got dark shoes, do you wear? Because sometimes it looks a bit weird.
So this has evolved in our household
Yeah.
because when we were first dating, Bailey was a white sock only.
Yes.
No other sock. And so when Mum was filling the like Santa sacks,
Yeah.
she was like, "Shake in my socks." I'm like, "These are the only socks he'll wear."
He wears. Yeah.
So like it's either like there's these ribbed Uniqlo socks that we like,
Yeah.
and then there's also I actually don't mind there's these mid calves you can get from Hype.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
there's and they're white, nothing else, no patterns, no nothing.
Yeah.
But with running, he can sometimes wear other socks. Anyways, now obviously fashion is evolving, and what he's into now is those same Uniqlo rib socks in different colours. So he's got like a brown, like a red, a grey,
Nice.
a purple. That look quite cool with loafers like
Yeah.
underneath the jean.
Yes.
But he would never wear a coloured sock.
Otherwise.
Yeah, like the coloured sock is reserved for when he's like going somewhere, like dressing nice.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
and they match the sneaker or they match the loafer.
But they don't
They match the fit.
necessarily. So like I would wear a red sock with my loafers
Yes.
underneath like a jean or something.
So it's a little pop of colour when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's-
we don't. There's no pattern socks in our house.
What do you mean no patterns?
There's no pattern
No
socks.
feature socks.
No feature socks.
No
No ones with
novelty
chickens on
sock-
them or-
no novelty socks.
Whereas- but like my dad might have like a novelty sock under a
Yeah.
under a
suit.
thing. Yeah.
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 Sometimes those dads do be
Well,
like
yeah,
a
like
novelty
I bought my
sock.
dad some really cool like Yankee socks.
Yeah.
So because he loves Yankees.
Yeah.
So like little things like that. But
Oh.
I don't think the boys really do those anymore. Not really sure.
Do you know what's tricky though? No, you're right though. Like, I mean, what? Okay, where did we land? Are we wearing? What are you?
I think white sock with white sneaker, black sock with black shoe or black sneaker.
Okay.
And in between, it's tricky.
hard.
Try it on.
It's hard.
Do one on each, and then have a look in the mirror before you go.
Because it wasn't like, so if you're sitting right and you fold your legs.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay. So wait.
So you've got a grey.
Is this what is this?
It's called a high ankle.
That's a high ankle.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean it's a high ankle?
Look at my ankle sock.
Wait.
We can't see
I can't
yours.
see it.
Yeah.
So
Where is it?
Exactly.
Oh,
it's
you
there.
adjust.
So and that's quite a good colour. I think you do white with a grey sneaker,
Yeah.
but black might look a bit severe.
But for me,
Potential.
because I was wearing these jeans, I would wear a sock to here.
Because you're wearing these jeans.
Yeah.
Which is
You wear a
jeans.
sock to here.
Yeah.
Shit.
especially
Why?
during winter.
Why?
I don't know. It's just these unspoken rules in our house. It's just what we do.
What kind of sock would you have
Well,
on with these jeans?
I've got a boot.
What socks have you got on under there?
Can't wear ankle socks with those.
Oh yeah, that's
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
What I will say, can I add another point? I actually think the coloured socks only work with dressier shoes.
Yep.
So like a loafer or something like that, or a
Yep.
boot. But I think the white socks are with the sneaker. That's what I think. That's
I think we need to do a poll, potentially.
I think I can't
We've
believe
talked
how
about
long
this
we've
a lot
talked
longer.
about this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't say
It's
sorry.
interesting though.
I know.
We all wear socks.
Well,
We've all got feet.
But we all have little
Hopefully.
like things, like little quirks with our what we wear. And
I'm confused about it all, but also I don't care, but then I do care because I don't want to look like I don't want to look shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm like I won't be dictated to. But then
Yes.
I'm like I need a little bit of direction.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
with that.
Now I'm keen to hear about your staycation.
Okay.
Yes.
No, it was great. It was actually amazing.
Be convincing.
You know, it was. No, the hotel was amazing. Voco.
Yeah.
That
looked nice.
And had a nice little dinner at the spot downstairs, Mozzarella & Co. And then upstairs, Bar Albert.
Yep.
Best views in Tamaki, I reckon. Like, just stunning. Went to the toilet. You can see the Sky Tower from your little pee spot.
While you're taking a shit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Pretty
How-
nice.
Is it on the same level as the Sky Tower? Can
Pretty
the
much.
people be up the top about to bungee and see you going for a poo?
I think so.
Wow,
it's pretty
fantastic.
high. But yes, it's one of those things we don't get much time away from the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it was beautiful, fun night, full moon.
Say less.
Period.
Honestly.
Got my period.
Yep. That makes
A few
yeah.
cockies.
That makes
Few
so much
cockies
sense about
deep.
my weekend. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, just had a little bit of just a few disagreements with Ellie, but he's okay. I think I've had a chat to a couple of my other married friends with kids or anybody with kids, and once you have a few hours by yourself without the children around, you really just get to the bottom of everything that you've been saving up for a year or so. I didn't write anything in my notes app to really like bring up during dinner or drinks.
Was it sort of
but
spontaneous?
Spontaneous, like just brewing, especially if you've like you just really wanted to talk to your partner about all sorts of things. So yeah, there was a few different sort of heated chats.
Yeah.
But I really just let him know I was just a bit sassy. But it was on me.
Well,
but
if you'd had a couple of cockies and you had your period and
Yeah.
the moon was up,
Yeah.
I mean that's
kind of
a
a
recipe.
recipe, yeah.
That's a triple threat.
It is a
Yeah.
triple
of
threat.
of a dangerous woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a night off
On a warpath.
on a
Were you,
warm.
were you on the Margies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having so much fun though, but we made up by the end of the night and we were absolutely fine. Had a glorious sleep in the next day.
Man.
And all happy days when we went back to the kids in the morning. But yeah, if you do find yourself having those sorts of things, every time when my friends have said they've had like a bit of a date night, they just really get to the bottom of
No kids to distract.
like you love your partner but you don't really like them.
Now I don't know if I can ask you this. You don't have to give it away.
No,
but
it's all right.
Did it start with like was there a throwaway line? Because that's quite.
yeah.
Was there a passag?
Oh, there would have been. It
And
would have
or
been
a
like you've just
throwaway
been
line?
golfing for 5 days by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear
No,
it.
you're not playing golf again next weekend. No, or like something like that.
Yeah.
It would have just been. I can't exactly remember the moment, but it just was a feeling, which is probably just because I was.
Steamed.
No, more bleeding and full moon,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
after a few cockies, you just get a little bit sassy, and I don't hold back.
No.
No.
Good on you, girl. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Or like, can you tell me that I look pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just that. Do you like the effort I've put into my outfit tonight. Anyway, no, he loves me. I love him. We're great. Anyway, parent-teacher hui on Thursday this week, which is...
Parent-teacher?
Yeah.
With who?
Well, my daycare teachers.
Oh, do you have them at daycare now?
Yeah. That's what the teachers are called. They do education for the kids.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise that there were parent-teachers for daycare, though.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Well, they take their education very seriously.
Well,
for
that's
little tamariki.
fantastic.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Like last year, they take you aside and it's about half an hour. And they talk about the learning goals and how they do at Kai time and their sharing and the toilet stuff and some of the other kids that you should steer clear of potentially.
Okay.
Or some biting issues and little bits and stuff like that. So, and how to talk to them and manage that from home as well. Because once you drop them off, you don't know what's happening, really.
Yeah, true.
You get a few updates during the day, cute photos, but that's not the reality of what's going on. It's bloody chaos there. So that's always good just to touch base with the beautiful teachers there. They work so hard and they see another side of your kids as well, which is quite cool. Because I think they know obviously what kind of parents you are by the way your children are acting around other kids and sharing and what struggles they might have. So I love that. So that's this week. And then I got my winter veg in the garden, which I got silver beet, carrots, spring onions, and
Great.
we're going to do snow peas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yummy.
So obviously there's winter veggies and summer. Oh my God, what is happening here?
What? Yeah. Have you eaten vegetables before?
Yeah, I do sometimes eat a vegetable. So what were your summer vegetables?
Oh, we had corn. We had more of a lettucey thing. They didn't go super well. Oh, we also did some zucchini's really good summer vegetable.
Yeah.
They're yummy.
Okay.
But
I don't have a garden like that.
We got some
I've
herbs.
I've thought about making like a little thing, but I'm just not that.
No. We got some,
That's not my truth
okay.
yet. It's not my
No.
truth yet.
No.
little
That's
herb garden
okay.
would be fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Mint
fun.
for mojitos.
Ooh.
Mint and lime. You get
Now
a
we're
lime
talking
tree. with-
Coriander.
yeah,
Well, yeah, my dad was telling me I've got some trees of things, and I was like, oh, I really don't venture out into Ngāhere very much. If anyone needs a monstera, I have got them on lock.
You've got
in the
indoor
backyard.
ones?
It's like this little festering monstera point in our
Aye.
backyard. Grab Jo, bring her over.
Love it.
Yeah, she can take some.
You get a cutting and start
just
selling
take
on
a-
Trade Me.
I could, but I can't be asked.
No. Fair enough.
Too much. Oh, that's good. I like that you're keeping it going for the winter.
Oh, we got to. I
Yeah.
think so. It's just something to do. The kids like it. Get them
Get
out.
them
touch
out
the
there.
grass.
Get a
them
little,
out
get a little
there.
compost bin, worm farm.
Yeah, got them little gloves.
Worm farm.
That's what my era of schooling was worm farm.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah.
And we're into making witches concoctions with mud.
Oh, that was my favourite. Potions.
potions.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I know where we were. So with the
Yeah.
potions, bring back the potions.
This is a love spell.
I also just want to say you can book your own things for Mother's Day this weekend, or if you really want to do something, just communicate openly with what you want to do. So I've told Ali I want to finish my book.
Yep.
I would like coffee in bed. I want to sleep in. I've booked my own massage, and
Nice.
I'd like a homemade card, please.
So what you're essentially saying is, even though it's Mother's Day, it's a day that you actually don't want to be a mother, and in fact you don't want to be around your family.
Give me a break.
Sometimes. Or
Yeah,
I'd like
that's
you
great. I think
around.
that's awesome.
Or a nice lunch or something. And it doesn't have to be out. It could just be, get all my favourite things
Yeah.
and give me some peace.
That's really cute. We always had a tradition that it was on Mother's Day or Father's Day,
Yeah.
you cooked breakfast in bed for
Yeah.
the parents that we were celebrating,
Yeah.
and it's always been a thing.
Yeah.
And even now, if we're at my parents and it's Mother's Day or Father's Day,
Yeah.
massive big breakfast and in bed.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so cool.
I
I
think-
love making a point of that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just, communicate politely what your needs are, because if you get to the day and needs are not met, you're just going to be disappointed and grumpy.
Yeah.
And you're going to start getting
Prevention.
sassy.
We don't want damage control. Prevention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Communicate politely
Yeah.
Oh, good.
your wants and needs and desires.
Now, I'm just going to circle back to something I just spoke about before, and last week It's basically a statement, really.
Yeah.
So I've decided, you know how last week I sort of said, oh, but we're a bit, I'm a bit cringe, and I know that I'm getting to the age where I'm sort of don't know what some terms are.
Yeah.
And, you have younger people laugh at you a bit, and you sort of lean into, back in my day, we're starting. I'm knocking on 40, and then I decided that, do you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
I think I do enjoy generational warfare for fun. Like, I do enjoy giving the boomers shit, giving the Gen Z shit, and I think that can work all manners, in all directions. But I have seen a lot of chat about Gen Zers giving us shit, and I'm like, do you know what, you little fucks? We are the unsung hero generation.
Mm-hmm. We are.
Full stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're strong and tough like the boomers, but we've got soft edges because we look at all the tough things about them and go, too tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've learned from our younger people about
kindness, inclusivity,
all of those
boundaries.
things. But we're wedged in the middle, and we're
mental
wedged
health
in the middle. But we still know that you've got to, work hard, play hard, do everything hard, right? The boomers are still burning the world to the ground. We are trying to pick up the pieces. And I go, and no one fucking partied like us. No one parties like us.
Yeah.
We are valuable. We are a huge, valuable asset to society. And do you know what? If people want to laugh at me, sweet as. And I will actually, even though I do need a bit of direction with things like ankle socks, I'll fucking wear what I want. You can take the piss out of me. But do you know what? I'm awesome.
You are.
And the other day I said something I was coming up the stairs and I was like, oh, how good's a fridge ciggy? And this young girl laughed at me, young. And I was like, do you not know what a fridge ciggy is? She was like, yeah. I was like, don't you do that, at me. I will.
Why has she got beef with fridge ciggy?
I didn't say that. I didn't say, don't you come here with me with that look. But I was like,
but you gave it to her.
I was like, so I've just decided that I'm going to lean into being sometimes grumpy, sometimes doing the back in my day, sometimes not knowing what things mean. Because do you know what? I'm me.
Yeah.
And I am getting older, but I'm going to allow it.
Yeah.
So if you want to laugh at me, all good. I'm here.
I can just say,
I'm ready.
I'm like a zillennial, they call me.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the last year of millennial and sort of first-ish year of Gen Z. So I feel like I'm on the pulse with a lot of stuff. But I just need to, I don't know how many Gen Zers actually listen to this, but if they do.
There's about 7.
There'll be a few of
I'm
you.
kidding. There's heaps. There's heaps of
There'll be a few
wonderful
of
young
you.
people.
Yeah.
But remember, the internet, when you critique the way millennials use the internet, it's like, I feel like millennials kind of
made it.
We're the trailblazers of the internet.
we are.
We existed as the internet became a thing.
Yeah.
We were on the first social media apps. We were on it, all of that. We navigated those waters.
Yes.
So that you would have a safe path.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. I hate when people are like, millennial cringe, online. And I'm like, hey.
The breathing thing?
We had to figure it. Yeah, the breathing, the pause, the millennial pause.
The millennial
So good.
pause.
But we have to do that. But then you, Gen Zers, do the things where you do your hands on the screen. And I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean.
But also,
Without millennials, you would not know what to do on the internet.
No, we sacrificed our reputations for you by posting 200 photos as an album on Facebook. Ugly.
Yeah.
We did ugly for you.
I miss those days.
We did ugly.
Yeah.
We didn't care. But also we could go out and party and no one would know what we got up to because there weren't any phones.
Yeah.
So we've navigated it all. So just think about that next time you're giving us shit. All right? But it's fun to take the piss. We should take the piss out of each other. But just remember, as I said, unsung hero generation.
I'm into that.
I'm with that.
Period.
That wasn't supposed to be that long of a diatribe, but there it was.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say happy birthday to Solo Girls Run Club's second birthday we celebrated at the weekend. And it was a beautiful afternoon at the Takapuna Surf Club. The girls all chipped in and bought Chris and I the most beautiful painting.
That was cool as.
Absolutely, just so meaningful. So that was marvellous. We had a great afternoon. And it just to everyone listening as well, if you haven't found something that gives you that sense of community, I strongly urge you to get out there and do it. It might not be running, but one of the biggest cup fillers for me is going and spending time with those women every Tuesday. It's so important to find a place where you feel like you belong, and you can't put a price tag on the value of connection with other people that you maybe have only just met. You know, like in our run club, there are girls now that didn't meet, like didn't know each other before it. Now they're like really good mates, go off and do runs together, all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually really proud of it, but I would just stress that it is a really important thing to do, is find somewhere.
Outside of work,
outside of your, but also outside of maybe your, I can't remember our labels of our, like our ride or die.
Oh, your friend groups.
Outside of that, because actually for my very, very close circle of friends, none of people. I've got close friends in Run Club, right? Yep. Obviously, but my sort of, my ride or dies, I guess. Not a lot of them are into running, but which is good. Yeah. But it's great to form those additional connections with various parts of your life, surrounded by the life interests that you have. So
absolutely
good stuff. I've slightly injured my back, only slightly.
Ouch.
Still annoying. Still annoying.
And I'm just taking a bit of care on it. I went to the physio, but because I did this firefighter challenge last week down in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, I was in the firefighter outfit, hot. That's very hot. You might know that. You have to wear it, hot. Up 6 flights of stairs with a 20 kilo thing over your shoulder. pull 20 kilos up 6 stories with a rope. Ow. Get down the stairs, hammer this thing. Run down, pick up the 50 kilo hose, blast the hose, drag the hose, blast the hose, and then drag an 85 kilo mannequin 20 metres.
Wow.
So possibly all of those things, I went,
Probably didn't warm up adequately.
No, didn't.
No.
I had a big 18K run on Saturday, and then Sunday just bent over to pick something up, and literally my back was like, hey, cool.
Ouch.
So it's just your muscle
tweak,
looking after it. Cool bananas. I just said cool bananas. That's cool too. And I'd like to just say that something very cute and wholesome happened at the weekend as well. I drank too many mugs on Saturday. No, not too many. That's not a thing. Too many mugs isn't a thing. But what happened was, you know how we like a raw dog mug.
Yeah.
No ice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the mug's coming out with ice, but at least it wasn't a big cube of ice.
No, take the ice back.
I didn't mind it with the ice, but then I was like, let's get one without the ice. Well, that put me on my ass.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Put me on my ass. I'm walking down the mean streets of Takapuna because we were going to my mate's place to watch the league after the Run Club party.
Yeah.
Talking to Josh like, just honestly, how nice is this that we get to do this together? I just love, look, we're just holding hands walking down the street. I just love us. I
love you.
Look at us walking down the street beautifully like this. We're so special. You're so special to me.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
You're a really lovely drunk person.
Yeah. You're good fun.
Well, do you know what's
I'm real sassy.
If you remember though, that's when, like, after the Girls Uninterrupted Christchurch show,
yes,
which is when everyone got to meet him.
Yeah.
We were walking home, him and I were walking home, and I was fucking hammered. And then, like, we were walking home, probably same kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Clippity clop down the street, holding hands up. Mwah. And then in the morning, he was like, do you remember what you asked me? And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
What have I done?
Fuck.
What have I done?
Fuck. I was like, was it something about maybe like being my boyfriend? Because if it was, I stand by it. And he was like, yeah, it was. I was like, oh, shit, okay. Well, yeah. So like these drunk
cute.
chats, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
cute.
boy. But earlier in the day,
yeah,
Josh and Bailey went to go and play golf together.
Isn't that cute?
That's so cute.
Yeah. And Bailey hadn't been in a bit, so I was like, no, go. Because you haven't been in ages and you've just got an opportunity presented to you.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you're right.
Ali was invited too, but I didn't
he's not allowed anymore.
Sorry. Sorry, Al.
He's on a golf ban.
Next time he'll be there.
But that was pretty cool. And isn't it funny again? Here's another thing. Like in years gone by, I've been like, fucking men in their golf. And it still does. I still laugh at it because it still cracks me up. This sort of lure to something that none of them are particularly good at. But, it's important to them.
It is. It's good.
They need their time.
They do.
Yeah. So that was cute.
As do we.
As do we.
As do we.
In the various activities that we choose to partake in.
All right, this weekend, like I said earlier, I went to Poneke for a really cool event called a Wahine Wanawana, and it was just women connecting, coming together, sharing stories about, entrepreneurship, owning a business, financial literacy, all that kind of stuff. I did it last year in Poneke, in Otautahi. And this year was just even better. Like, I'm talking co-founder of She's Not Your Rehab, Sarah Brown. Like, these are the kind of stories. Te Kahukura, multi-millionaire, Courtney Manu, founder of Sharesies. Like, we had such cool stories to hear from. And it's so cool to think that I get to speak alongside some of those women as well. But I just thought, like, some of the cool takeaways that I got from it as far as, like, women and money. A big point that came up often around money is that, especially for wahine Māori, wahine Pasifika, or wahine Moana, the idea of having financial literacy just presented to you isn't as easy as just like, okay, here's some tips, cool, I'll do that. But it's understanding why we have, like, maybe we've got certain icky habits with money or like scarcity mindsets, things like that. Like, where do those come from? And I think a big focus for the day was talking about, especially for brown women, the generational trauma around money, and like having to break those cycles is a lot harder when you're not set up to win or not set up in a system that really benefits any of us. Because there's a gender pay gap. And I think at the moment, I've got a little stat for you. 5.2% between men and women right now, which is better than it was the year before. It was around 8% before that. But it's even worse for Māori women, Pasifika women, ethnic women, and disabled women as well. So it was really interesting hearing about that. Some of the stuff that I learned about that I was speaking on is around, especially like language and media around money, how much it differs between men and women, which I didn't actually realise. And so men are encouraged, usually the words around money when it comes to men is like wealth, capital, conquer, grow. Whereas with women, it's always about like budgeting and saving or splurging or like, and
that's really true.
Essentially, they can be talking about the same thing, but because the words are different, it's like, really different attitudes. But apparently this is like from when sons and daughters are socialized with money, is like when their parents are teaching them even that language, and probably parents unintentionally say it, like meaning to say it like that.
Yeah.
But men are more often encouraged to grow capital, whereas women are encouraged to have like fiscal budgets.
Save.
Yeah. And things like that. And just like learning about how when you're a woman, like, when you're a mother, you don't, didn't even come to my mind that you don't, you're on PPL or whatever you might be doing during that time. There's no KiwiSaver contributions happening then, obviously, because you're not getting paid or a job. And that's like, so if you're a mum, let's say you have 3 kids, and you take off, I don't know, 6 months each time, that's 18 months worth of contributions that you're lacking in your KiwiSaver when it comes to retirement.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was like a system put in place that would help that.
Yeah.
Also, PPL's fuck all money.
Yeah.
But it was just those are some really cool takeaways that I took from the weekend. But you feel really, really inspired hearing what women have been able to do despite their situations. And I kind of felt like I probably was the only one there that didn't have a really traumatic childhood. And like I had a really safe one, but I think I would say my like mum in particular probably broke that cycle before me, so I got to feel the fruits of that. And like, but even with a safe attitude around money, safe isn't always it doesn't mean you're sweet. Like there's still other things you could be doing, and just always looking at your money like, oh, what can I do better, rather than like, oh shit, I suck with money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it was so interesting. And now I feel like I can just run through a brick wall. Because all these women are like, they were like so empowering and stuff like that. But it was so cool. Really, really
amazing.
Cool. Even like one of the questions, which I thought was quite interesting, someone who was losing their vision actually just asked us, like, if you lost your vision or your hearing tomorrow, would you still be able to do the jobs that you do? And you went, oh, shit. And I go, well, actually, I've got a hearing loss. Funny enough. And I know it's way worse now. But so I was like, I don't know if I better do this, but I think I've set myself up that I've got options to do other things as well. Yeah. So that was really, really cool. And it just made me realize that women are amazing, and it's so cool to be around women, and how much we just gas each other up, and how important community is for women.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, and whether that's the supporting your friends' Pākehī, their business. It doesn't always have to be in a monetary way if you don't have extra putia. It can be on your social media, sharing it, spreading the word, like knowing you can help each other out. Like if you've got a friend whose partner owns a carpentry business, like recommend them to friends. Like just like little things like that I think was really, really cool. And other than that, I thought you'd laugh at this, Renos. You know I was bitching about my bloody replacing a water main? Mm-hmm. Got that fixed. Yeah. Shout out to our uncles, you know. So that got fixed. No charge. No charge. So that was cool. Anyways, it's getting fixed and they've just finished up, and I go, have you turned off the fibre while you were doing the water main? Oh no. And he goes, your neighbour actually just came out and asked me that too. And I went, and then we were kind of like, the fibre cables, it's kind of in a similar spot. But it was funny because they didn't think they saw it. Anyways, Chorus come over and was like, on accident, the fibre got cut, so 4 houses lost internet while we were replacing our bloody water main. But hey, it's done. The fibre's fixed. Yeah. It's all good, and I'm hoping there is no house stuff for the foreseeable future.
No way.
No more.
Nah, done.
I'm done. I'm at capacity with it, actually.
Yeah.
But we've been really, really lucky with what we've been able to suss out.
Yeah.
But even my neighbour was saying, I said, we had a bloody uncle replace it. And he goes, and he's doing renos. He goes, this is my uncle. Doing stuff for his house. Uncles, man. So good. This is going to be a reoccurring thing. I've got an uncle story today.
It's its own bloody segment. It's its own bloody handbook.
I've actually loved it when I've been like, guys, you just need uncles. And people are like, yeah, my uncles are in jail. Like, my uncles are dead.
Yeah, my uncle's overseas.
Yeah. But that's me. That's
you? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, look, have we got any...
yes.
We've got the finishers in the wild?
Yes, we did get a message that I thought I would read, and
bloody good.
I was like, it's for me.
It's for you.
That's what felt quite special about it.
By the way, we do love your messages.
Yes.
And we like, if you don't have to voice note, then we love a voice note. You may get put on 1.5 or 2, but don't worry, I do.
Yeah. So I wanted to read this message from Hannah. Yes. And it said, kia ora girlies, just wanted to share some thoughts on Tegan speaking about body image, because it's something I speak about often because I have my moments, but I think it's just so ingrained in my psyche to not think positively about my body, which is something I'm desperately trying to unlearn. So just wanted to share some thoughts on Tegan speaking about body image. I'm 36 and have done a lot of deep overthinking and some therapy. Maybe not enough. Sometimes I think people can over-therapize and not use it as a tool to move forward and get better, but that's not what this message is about. When you were talking about catching your reflection at the gym and feeling good, it made me want to remind you and others that it's really okay to not feel hot, snatched or sexy every day. We are polished meatsuits. There's so much pressure to compare, compete, and take up less space. It feels good to look good, but I know I still struggle with tying my value to the way I look. I'm childless by choice and I'm happy, and I've seen friends who struggle with these thoughts find some peace in their bodies through being strong, giving birth and breastfeeding. That has given them a new perspective. It might be controversial, but I've wondered at times if that would be my answer to loving my own body. But actually, I don't think we have to love our bodies or our reflection all the time. I think we need to respect and care for our bodies and enjoy polishing our meat suits because it can make us feel good. A reminder that when you think about the most beautiful woman in your life, it's probably her warm cuddle or her cute snaggletooth smile that you love more than her symmetrical face or her tiny waist. You don't have to love what you see every day to still really respect the meat suit getting you around.
Oh, Hannah.
I love that.
That's a beautiful message.
And I do love that because I think that is often what we hear is love your body all the time. Love everything about
Toxic
it.
bloody positivity that is, isn't it?
And although I think the intention behind that message is really beautiful, I think it's like the same way you would accept that your personality is flawed. So I think what do you mean? Speak for yourself.
No, I
think we can accept that our body at times can feel flawed. That's not to say it is, as long as it's functioning, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be 100%.
No.
But my favourite bit as well is you got to respect it. Look at what it does.
Just respect what it does. Yeah,
it does for you.
You're walking from here to here. There's people. Actually, I was going to go. There's people that don't have legs, but you know what I mean. Like,
well, there are people that don't have legs.
Yeah. And so, like, if yours can work like that,
be grateful.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
We woke up and
I don't know.
here.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the greatest comparison.
No.
Look, I think people will understand what you meant. Be grateful for what you've got, because you never know when you might lose it.
Yes. Or
exactly.
an ailment might present itself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey, well, that was bloody a hoot, dolls. Yes.
Love that.
Theme. If I was to surmise a theme, it was really just who should run the world, girls.
Women.
Girls. Who should run the world, girls. All right. Are we finished?
We're finished.
We're finished.
Love you guys.
Bye.
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 Look, a big, ginormous thank you to the team at Shine On for sponsoring this episode.
Discover the latest autumn fashion with new season styles available online and in store now.
Go have a look at shineon.co.nz.
Let her finish.